Spell Pierce. Pay for it. And they're dead. Whew, that was close. That was kinda close. What's up, Jamers? It's the One Jame, and today we are playing Boros Heroic. How does this deck work? We're going to be killing our opponent as fast as possible and putting 1/1 counters on our creatures, attacking with big creatures, and also having a lot of interaction for our opponent's things and targeting our own creatures. And our creatures are going to benefit from us targeting them and casting instants and sorceries. What creatures am I talking about? Number one, and the best creature in this deck, is going to be Illuminator Virtuoso. It's a 2-mana 1/1 with double strike. Whenever it becomes the target of a spell you control, it connives, and you draw a card and discard a card. If you discard a non-land card, it gets a +1/+1 counter, which is very good for us. We also have Electrostatic Infantry. It's a 2-mana 1/2 with trample. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, put a 1/1 counter on Electrostatic Infantry. We also have Kumano faces Kakkazan, that you're probably familiar with this if you did watch my other mono red video, or if you're new to this, let's explain this. It deals the damage to each planeswalker and opponent on its first chapter here, and then when you cast a creature spell on turn 2, which we will be casting with Illuminator Virtuoso and Electrostatic Infantry, and sometimes Ollenbock Escort, but I'll go over that in a second, it gets a +1/+1 counter. So it does go along with our synergy in this deck, and then Etching of Kumano on the backside is a 2/2 haste that makes your opponent's things get exiled when they're damaged. We have Ollenbock Escort that I just said, but it's a 1-mana 1/1 with Vigilance, and you can sacrifice this to have a target creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it to gain lifelink and indestructible till end of turn. So this will be doing a great job at saving our creatures from sweepers and removal spells that are very prevalent in this format, like Cut Down, Infernal Grasp, things like that. We also have cards that play around Wandering Emperor. This one does because it has Vigilance, but we also have 4 copies of Homestead Courage. That's one of the best cards in our deck. It puts a 1/1 counter on a creature, and you can cast it back out of your graveyard again to trigger our +1/+1 counter synergies again. Also, it does give Vigilance, so it does play around our opponent's Wandering Emperors. Also, we have Ancestral Anger that draws a card and also gives our creatures +X/+O until end of turn, where X is 1 plus the number of cards named Ancestral Anger in your graveyard. So not only does this help our synergies with +1/+1 counters, it helps our synergies with damage, and it also draws us an additional card, which is very good. We have Flowstone Infusion, which is a 1 red card. It gives the creature +2/-2 till end of turn. So this does a great job at killing our opponent's creatures that are very low to the ground. Say our opponent plays, a Evolved Sleeper on turn 1, we can go ahead and kill it with this. Or if we need to buff our own creatures, our creatures are a lot of the times going to be over to toughness with the amount of 1/1 counters we're going to be putting on our stuff, which makes this a pump spell and doesn't actually kill our own creature. So I like the fact that it kills our opponent's creatures and makes our creatures better. We also have Raze the Effigy in this deck. It's a 1-mana instant. We have 2 copies of it. It destroys an artifact, and it also makes an attacking creature get +2/+2 till end of turn. So it's a good combat trick. It targets our creature, but it also can destroy our opponent's Record or Bank Busters or anything like that. We also have 2 more cards to go over. Valorous Stance can kill a creature with toughness 4 or greater, so great against Shieldred, great against the other creatures like Sarah Paragon, but also gives our creatures indestructible if they're going to be targeted by a removal spell. And we get to also get our synergy with an instant and sorcery and targeting our own creature to give our creatures +1/+1 counters. We also have Angelfire Ignition, which is probably the most blowout card in this deck. It's a 3-mana sorcery, puts 2 1/1 counters on a creature we control, gives it Vigilance, Trample, Lifelink, Indestructible, and Haste, and we can flash it back out of our graveyard. So the combination of Angelfire Ignition plus Illuminator Virtuoso means we probably don't ever lose the game. We have 22 lands in this deck with 14 red sources and 14 white sources, so we have a good chance of casting Kumano faces Kakkazan and Homestead Courage, and Ollenbock Escort in our opening hand. Plus we have 1 Eiganjo, 1 Sokenzan, and 2 Jetmir's Gardens because it makes the mana better, and also if we happen to be flooding out, we can cycle that to draw an additional card. For you best of 3 viewers, we have a sideboard here consisting of a lot of removal spells, more Raze the Effigies for artifacts, Destroy Evils, Take Up the Shield, which also gives 1/1 counters, Lifelink, and Indestructible, so we'll be bringing this in against decks that have a lot of removal, and also decks that we need Lifelink against, like maybe against Mono Red or Mono White, and we have a couple Brutal Cathars here to get rid of really huge creatures, like maybe 4/4 tokens from Titan of Industry, or, huge, Sanctuary Wardens and things like that. So, anyways, I love this deck. Let's get into the matches. Like the video if you want to see this reach more people. Subscribe if you're new here and you want to see more standard best of 1 content from me. Let's get into the matches, and it all starts right now. Keep Flowstone in case they are playing a low creature deck. You know what? I could just put a land back. I'm going to put a land back. Who needs lands? Okay. No creature here, which is unfortunate, but we do have a creature with Kumano next turn. Jetmir's Garden's fine. Do I stream full time? Yes, I do. Do we care about Valorous Stance in this matchup? Probably not, right? Because they're playing mono blue. Let's go ahead and Ancestral Anger here, just to try to draw into another creature. Hopefully we'll have a bounce spell again. And I say again because we got, like, infinitely bounce spelled earlier. Make disappear. Alright, I guess I'll use another one. Consider after you played a land. I guess that's fine since all their lands do the same thing. Impulse. Consider again. I don't know what they're probably just looking for bounce spells. I don't think we're saving this land. I guess we could connive the land away. But I want 2 lands anyway, right? So we can Valorous Stance plus cast a 2-mana creature. Actually, Kumano is by far the worst creature in our deck, but it's still a creature. Howdy, Jen. Okay, that has 4 toughness, which means we can Valorous Stance it. In worst case, we can +2/-2 this after it blocks. Let's go ahead and do this now. 4 or greater. And if they try to save it, we can Valorous Stance in response. It's a waste of 2 Valorous Stances, but Valorous Stance isn't going to be good against the blue deck anyway. This is bad for us. We are flooding. There's only 22 lands in this deck. Crap. Valerian Terror. Okay. How do we win this game? Besides drawing good from here on out. Well, that's pretty good. And then I'll go with a land first, just in case they have another what's it called? Make disappear? I guess they could have a bounce spell, right? So hopefully they block this, and then we can Flowstone Infusion ourselves. And then hope we don't get bounced. Cross your fingers. Cross your fingers. Spell Pierce! They got us with the Spell Pierce. It's okay, it stays alive. No blocks. Raze the Effigy. Well, this gives our attacking creatures more... Oh, you know what? Angelfire this, hopefully they don't bounce it, and then after they shore up this, we can Raze the Effigy, give it +2/+2. Like, if they counter this. They did have to make disappear, so let's hope they have the shore up, right? Please use shore up. Thank you. And then we just get to trade these. It's not like that good for us. But I think our top decks are better than theirs. Because we have like way less lands. Okay. We do have less lands than them in their deck, right? Well, we both play like around 21, 22 lands, so maybe that's not true. Well, that's not going to help us at all. New Loco, thanks for the follow. Oh my gosh, this is not the time to flood. This is not the time. I guess opponent is also flooding. Let's make them use a counterspell here. They probably have a 3-mana hard counterspell. Oh, Essence Scatter. Sure. I'm okay with 1-for-1ing while we're pressuring their left twiddle, so hopefully they don't draw Tolarian Terror or Hottigen. Ollenbock Escort. Okay, that's a card. Let's attack them for 2. Hey, Peppy Slappy! Welcome back. Fading Hope, sure. Cast it again? Maybe they have Negate or something. Yep. Hit them for 1. Do this, try to draw a creature. Another Escort. Let's do this, play land first just so it doesn't get countered by Make Disappear. Another Fading Hope. Scry to the bottom. Don't draw Hottigen. Impulse. Oh, they almost always have it now. Alright, player Tolarian Terror Hottigen. Whoa, they don't have it? Wow. Another. Scry to the bottom. How about 3 Escorts? Hiya. 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 2-turn clock, baby. Don't draw it. No! Discard 2, discard 2. Dang it. Delver. Okay, that works out. Kumano. Attack. Chumping. Alright. 1-turn clock. Alright, don't draw it. Delver. Angelfire. 1, 2, 3. Okay, play this to play around another card. Boom, boom. They probably don't have another bounce spell. And if they do, I can just play Angelfire on the other Ollenbock. Spell Pierce. Pay for it. And they're dead. Whew, that was close. That was kinda close. Alright, we got a good Ollenbock Escort turn 1. I kinda don't want to play Virtuoso till turn 3, but if we could be okay. Electrostatic Infantry, okay, that's a good one to play. We can also go Raze the Effigy, but I don't really like that. They're definitely playing Bankbuster, so I like this to kill Bankbusters. Let's go ahead and do this and cast Infantry. Because it's easier to get +1/+1 counters next turn. It's not easier than Virtuoso, but I kind of don't want them to kill this. I'd rather them kill this. Vigilance 1/1, let's go. Ah, perfect. Exactly what I wanted. Hopeful Initiate. Oh, wow. That's not a card I thought they were going to be playing. They blocked. Let's see if they have cut down. Do they have cut down? Another cut down, okay. At least this isn't getting cut down. Oh, it's Esper the whole time. Denick. Oh, that's not good against us. That's a good draw. Okay, I kind of want to play Virtuoso, but the chances they have another cut down is pretty low, right? I don't know if I want to play Angelfire now. I think I should just go for Virtuoso. And then hope they don't have a way to answer it. If they have Meat Hook for 1, then I freaking lose, because I guess we can still play Meat Hook today. Oh, they have a Wandering Emperor? I really hope they don't have just an instant speed removal spell like Infernal Grasp. Make disappear. Okay, that's fine because I still get a counter. Homestead Courage. Am I pitching Homestead Courage? Probably. I think I'm just passing. Yeah, I'm just passing here. 2 cut downs and a make disappear. Wow. Oh, wow. Cycle Rafine's Tower? Sure. I'm just gonna let this go through. Another Virtuoso. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and Homestead Courage the one we already have. I guess we could Angelfire Ignition, but I kind of want to leave up Valorous Stance. Let's discard Electrostatic Infantry. Probably don't need that one. Let's go ahead and attack for 9 here. This is how the deck's supposed to work here. Like 4/4 double strike with Valorous Stance up. Let's freaking go. I'm gonna try a slightly different strategy. Well, I guess this makes me want to play this then. GG's, Halbala. Three naturalist. Whoa, they play Racer's Ring. I could block here and kill the Naturalist by giving this indestructible, but it's too bad against a card like Play with Fire if they play it. Beginning of combat, target wolf or werewolf you control gets +2/+2 whenever an opponent casts their second spell, make a 2/2. Wow, that's really good against me. I mean, I guess I could just Angelfire and that's it. We'll discard Homestead Courage. Well, I don't know why that blocked there. Double strike trample. Just to take like a little bit less life. Arlen, okay, that's gonna make dudes.
I fight for everyone. Gather my children.
Natural's gonna become a 5/5, but I can just block that. Whoa, they want a land? They want a mana? Is it red? Green. Okay, I'm not sure my opponent knows how First Strike works. Like, they could have had, like, Tameo Safekeeping, but I also have Ollenbock Escort. That land was actually really strong. I can... Ancestral Anger plus Homestead Courage. They might just, like, die through their making a 2/2. Or like this, like Homestead Courage plus Ancestral Anger gives them a 2/2, but it also only gives me 2 power. But Angelfire Ignition also gives me 2 power. So I probably should just cast this. Discard Homestead Courage. And this is 16 damage trample here. 16 minus 6 is 10. So attack all is lethal. Like, just Ollenbock Escort attack is lethal. I don't need to attack with this. But still. Play the Sundown Pass first. Ollenbock Escort after. Let's go. Alright. Escort. Tapland. I guess Tapland doesn't really make sense. Because they could play Bankbuster, and we can kill the Bankbuster with Effigy, right? Okay. Escort's our only creature, which kind of sucks. Angelfire it. Augur. Okay, good thing they didn't exile my Angelfire. Make a treasure, sure. Oh wait, we can raise the effigy the treasure. Busted. Not that we would do that, but... Ancestral Anger. Well, we're playing a land. I kind of don't want them to play like a huge creature, because they have a lot of 5-mana creatures that they can cast next turn. So I kind of want to raise the effigy their artifact. Which means Ancestral Anger plus Escort plus Homestead plus Hold Up Raze. No. Electrostatic plus Raze. Well, if I attack, they can double block. I don't want them to double block, so let's go ahead and do this, and if they do double block, we can use Raze to protect ourselves. Yeah, we played against, like, a lot of control today. Like, really hard control. A lot of exile removal, a lot of bounce removal, a lot of meat hooks. It's the last day you can play meat hooks, so I'm kind of not surprised. Alright, they didn't block. Which means we get to cast Electrostatic and Raze the Effigy, destroying this artifact, putting a counter on Electrostatic. Because I don't want them to play out the Monkey, and I also don't want them to play out the Defiler of Vigor. Alright, land is pretty good because it means we get to Homestead Courage plus Angelfire Ignition. And they probably don't have removal. And we're going to attack with Ollenbock Escort because I kind of want to get rid of the Saga bottom. And they have to double block to get rid of it anyway. And the only removal they could have is like target creature they control deals damage to a creature equal to its power, and that's like not gonna work right now on our board. Like they could have like Besage You or something in the hand, which is giving them a stop. I would love to have Virtuoso on board right now. I don't know what they're gonna. I don't know what's in their hand. It's probably a fight spell. Mono Black Control goes to tier 2 after Meat Hook ban. I don't believe that. I don't think it will. I think it'll still be I think it'll still be tier 1. They have Tameo Safekeeping. Sure. It just opens the door for more decks that I'm playing right now, which is why I'm playing the decks. Path of Peril still do work against these decks. Yeah, but it's easier to stop, right? It doesn't do -X, so it still lets you play indestructible cards. Indestructible gets a little bit better. Your 3-drops get better because they can't get Path of Peril unless they have white mana. Shadow Word Pain, thanks for the follow. Unnatural Growth. And Scoop. Mono blue again, huh? See if they have a bounce spell. Yep. I still don't think Liliana gets cut. Like, I think you might be a little bit overreacting about the Meat Hook ban. Like, the decks are still going to be really good. And Liliana's still going to be good. Like, Liliana might be a little bit worse because people are going to be playing more go wide decks, but as people go more wide, it opens the door for like more sweepers like Depopulate and Path of Peril, and like there's just a lot of sweepers still right now, even if you're not playing Meat Hook. The reason people play Meat Hook is because it's the best sweeper out of all of them, but people will still play a sweeper anyway. And we win. Alright, Sundown Pass goes down first. We can play either one of these if we want. Kind of leading towards Electrostatic Infantry. But also, Infantry survives our own Infusion. So I think I might even want to go Virtuoso first. Because it doesn't survive Infusion on the first use. And they don't have Cutdown anyway. So we'll see if they like play a 2-drop and we can Angelfire this. No 2-drop. They probably have... They probably have something. Like Infernal Grasp. They just don't have removal at all? What? Hopefully they like meat hook for 1 so we can... Actually, that doesn't even work. Meat hook for 1 actually does kill this. Soul Transfer. Yikes. Another infantry. See him going for it. Hope they don't have cut down. I mean, they didn't have cut down turn 1. They can't meat hook for 2. Another soul transfer. Alright, I'm gonna Angelfire and then I'm going to Raze the Effigy. Or do I save Raze the Effigy for like a bank buster? They might not even have time to bank buster, so I'm just gonna raise. Eight damage. If they have Liliana, I lose. Or invoke despair. No.
When I win,
Crap.
you're telling me what you know about the Raven Man.
Even mono black doesn't play cards that destroy. It's just exile, exile, sacrifice. So annoying.
Must be made.
All right, give me Kumano faces Kakkazan. And play a bank buster, please. That's not it. Oh! What? I didn't have a creature. Oh, we have a recipe for success. They're playing Besage, which means they probably can't answer the Illuminator Virtuoso. Unless they're playing Jund. Crap. Don't play Play with Fire. Do not play it. Flame Discharge? What? GG's? What? I guess that means they just don't have an answer. Okay. Let's go. We have the technology. Don't you dare. That sucks for me. It's okay. It's fine, we got this. There you go. Alright, do they have an answer to this now? Homestead Courage, Infusion, Valorous Stance, GG's. Opponent. Eiganjo, this. Crystal Grotto. They could be playing mono green, mono black. That's probably it. Hopefully it's mono green. Good. Good, 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 good. I don't want to draw any more lands, thank you. Valorous Stance could be used as a removal spell probably in this matchup. Jewel Thief. Well, won't be used as a removal spell yet. Another Valorous Stance? I mean, if I attack and they double block... I mean, they're not going to double block because I have Ollenbock Escort literally right there. And I can use Valorous Stance to, like, get the win in maybe next turn or the turn after. They want to put the counter on Jewel Thief? Sure. See if they play a monkey here. If they play a monkey, it's good for us. We get to Valorous Stance both of these things and attack for 8. They probably can't remove our infantry. Greeters. Maybe they're going to gain life. Alright. Yep. Ooh, Homestead Courage. Gives it vigilance, too. I mean, they can't even kill infantry if I just attack with it, right? I could just, like, Homestead Courage the Escort, and then Valorous Stance the Jewel Thief. That doesn't sound good, though. They're probably just going to chump with Gal Greeters on the infantry. No, it has trample, so they can't really do that. I think I'll just do that. Just attack. That's fine. They're going to throw their Jewel Thief away. I'm okay with that. Then I think I'm just passing here, and then we're going to Sokenzan on an instep if we don't have to Valorous Stance. We probably don't have to Valorous Stance, though. Defiler? That's fine. This gains life, probably. Pack leader. Alright, so what if I Valorous Stance the beast color right now? They put the counters on Gallic readers, right? Oh, wow. Sure. They put a 1/1 counter on this? Treasure. They might be dead. Homestead Courage. 11 into 4 is 7, 8. So this is game. Sokenzan lethal. Let's go. Pack leader. Okay, that's a good sign. All right, they have a good curve. Now we gotta start killing them as fast as possible and hope they don't have removal spells. That's not a removal spell. They can't attack with the pack leader then. Wow. Don't make red mana. Ooh, that's safekeeping mana. That's gonna be a no. That's gonna be a no from me, dog. Land. Courage. Discarding shield. Escort. Anger. Swing for 8. Vigilance. All right, they hit their land drop. Tovolar. They can still have safekeeping. I'm a little less worried about that since I have the escort. I kind of don't want them to turn to nighttime though, so I'm kind of want to make them jump with the Tovolar. Probably not going to happen though. I do have anger to give this trample. Let's go with anger first. Are we discarding? I guess I'll discard Virtuoso. Pick up the shield. That's good. Homestead Courage. We can't cast Angelfire this turn. We can go Infantry plus Angelfire next turn, though. So let's go ahead and ditch the Kumano. And then we can take up the shield to put a counter on it and give it lifelink. which means it could be a 10 power. But they probably can't kill me. Do we ditch the Valorous Stance or the Angelfire? Probably the Valorous Stance. So we're going to go to 24 life. And they're going to go to 1. Just kidding, it has double strike. They're going to die. Right? They go to 8. And they... Boom! -2. So good. Alright, Jamers, thank you for hanging out for our edition of Boros Heroic here in Standard Best of 1. It is really good when you can get off your Virtuoso plus Infantry and Angelfire Ignition, of course. So, happy Angelfire Ignitioning your opponent and killing them just like we did. But, if I had to choose between this deck and maybe the blue-white version of this, I might choose the blue-white version because it has answers to exile removal, like Wandering Emperor, March of Otherworldly Light, different things like that we ended up losing to in today's run of this that you didn't get to see, because they also have answers to like Meathook Massacre by phasing your creatures out and things like that. So a little bit more diversification on the protection than this deck has, but this deck can definitely kill your opponent way faster than the blue-white version. So if you do like to kill your opponent faster, play this deck. The deck list is in the description. Thanks for hanging out. Give this video a like and a subscribe if you want to follow more of my content. Thank you very much for that. We'll see you in the next one right over here. And as always, peace.